Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Caliber 24/7. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please make sure to subscribe if you have not. Turn on the post notification bell and make sure you do smash this like video for this one as well. Why not? So, this is a new week. I know I have not uploaded for last week due to cause load shedding, blah blah blah, and I was also lazy. So yeah. However, the market went all positive, like on all trades, all pairs that I have analyzed, and I have a reason for that. The ego. I was so confident, never followed none of the things that I usually follow. I was just, yeah, market is gonna get there, it's gonna get there. But before we get into all of that, let's make sure that we are subscribed, and yeah. Like I said, everything went against, you know. First things first is we did get into profit with the sell because the buy never really happened. We took profits to the downside and we closed there, right? We saw that the market broke, we entered again here to the downside. Good. We made profits on this pair, which is EURUSD. So I just want to analyze for this week's market, see how is it gonna go, and the more we go into these other pairs, then I'll show you that they kind of did not go well as expected. Not all of them, at least, you know, went into the majority of the direction I was kind of like hoping and expecting. So yeah. Alright guys, so this is the analysis that I'm coming with. Only interested on selling the market. Remember, we have been anticipating this sell for weeks now. And last week when I had to sell, I just dropped the ball, you know. So keen on buying this pair. I do have my reasons though. It's all because I had this yellow line right there, which is the resistance. So I was kind of hoping the market would push all the way to that point, and then and only then it will start dropping for the big moves. So yeah, right now I am anticipating that EURUSD will be selling this week once it breaks below this trend line. So yeah, be sure to be on the lookout for EURUSD sell. However, I still think the market probably after this week or two, it will still go back to that resistance zone right there, just to hit that for a bigger time frame and then probably start dropping. Yo guys, USD JPY kind of betrayed as well, as always. It always betrays me, this one. It's no longer a surprise. So what happened was, I did anticipate this push to the upside, of course, but somewhere there I just expected the market to sell. It did not do that. So in this case, the market pushed above, and if you were looking at the pair, of course, you could have capitalized on more. Looking at my previous videos, I always tell you guys to have two probable chances. So this was also possible. Of course, once it breaks above the zone, starts playing there just a bit, and then you buy more. If it comes back inside, then you sell more. It's just that, you know. To call out the direction, it's something else, but to put the trades is also another thing. So you need to have a working strategy in position so that you know what, when this happens, this is what I use, and this is how I take my trades, this is how I execute, and when this happens, this is what I do. So it's just that simple, guys. So we're gonna analyze for this week's market and see what USD JPY has for us. Alright guys, so USD JPY is looking good for a sell. Kind of goes back to the fact that I did say EURUSD might push to the upside, but for now, this is what I'm looking at. USD JPY still has room to go touch that. Going back to like 4 hours, you would see zoom out, going back to forwards, you'd see that this is a huge trend line on the daily chart, and the market might be just pushing to that because the momentum is so strong. Can you see that? Like, the momentum is so huge. And looking on the left hand side right here, we have that resistance peak zone. So kind of makes sense why the market would push there. So just be on the lookout for USD JPY buys. If you don't want to buy, just patiently wait for the market to reach that point and then start selling towards the downside. So yeah, that is what I am anticipating for this week's market, for a push towards the upside and then probably come back and then drop more. Let me change this color to that. Yeah, so that's it with USD JPY. Be sure to, actually, I even see a head and shoulders. Can you see that right there? This is like a head and shoulders setup. It's quite possible. So yeah, just be sure to take your trades wisely and see what happens this week. Yo guys, AUDUSD, one of my favorite pairs right here. Kind of predicted this and it happened exactly. So far we only had one bad trade, which is USD JPY, that we did not capitalize on, and that kind of moved against us. But however, looking at AUDUSD, we saw this pushes to the upside, blah blah blah, we made money there, came back, and I did say I'm looking for the drop here, push towards the upside, probably form some retest of some sort, and then market pushes to that zone, and then from that zone we are selling, and look what happened. I even mentioned something about head and shoulders, and this is the first shoulder, the head right there, and the second shoulder, and the market is still valid for more selling opportunities. So it makes sense why USD JPY would still push up to that ultimate zone. Probably AUDUSD will be selling hard just to maybe come here to cover the zone, and then when USD JPY gets to that peak point of resistance, AUDUSD should be there already and looking good for buys, or it can create its own small head and shoulders and continue moving towards the upside. So yeah, this is what I'm anticipating on this pair, that it will just, you know, actually has broken already. So I'm looking, okay, let me just do this. Definitely we are selling this pair. Came back for a retest, right? That right there was a retest to the selling side, and once the market drops below this zone right here, I am selling more, baby. I am going all the way down today. So AUDUSD, we are looking for a sell this week. Make sure to be on the lookout for those sells. I don't see the market pushing up. Should it push up, then that's not a trade that I'm willing to take for now. So yeah, I'm looking more of selling AUDUSD, selling more of EURUSD, and buying more of USD JPY. One more pair is gold. Equally fit. Yeah, gold also kept on dropping. It makes sense why. It wanted to come to this huge, was that the daily? Let's go to the daily. Yeah, it's a daily support trend line. There it is. Market just touched that point and it's going up overall direction. So man, oh man, so I'd just say I was kind of correct with this prediction, just that it was too early because this is a 4 hours trend, and gold had other plans to push towards the downside and hit the daily, and then probably now just continue pushing towards the upside. But it did kind of give us profits from there to there, and here we also kind of capitalized on the buy before it actually sold. Let me go to 1 hour. It kind of pushed from here to there and then dropped. So we did make money on gold, just that I was not really hoping that it would reverse this hard, and yeah, took us out on a trail stop. So it is what it is. let's analyze for this week's market and see what's really happening. Alright guys, so this is what I'm looking at gold. It's currently looking like it's retesting, and we have this huge channel towards the upside at the current moment. So, and looking that we just bounced from the daily support, it looks good for a buy, of course, but anything is quite possible. The market can still come back to retest here and then continue moving, because remember, bear in mind, EURUSD and gold, they move the same direction in most cases. So gold wouldn't want to buy and EURUSD sells, you know. If that happens, then one of the two pairs is going to be slow in terms of movement and pip calculation, and the other will be just rapidly moving to whatever direction it's moving into, because they have to cover that gap. However, this is what I'm anticipating when it comes to the buying side, right? With the sell, it's quite simple and clear. Once the market breaks below, we start looking for selling opportunities from right about here. However, with the buys, it's kind of complex. We don't know where to take our entries. So I'm just gonna put this trend. This is what I do, by the way. Whenever I want to have that safety zone, I always put my trends so that I wait for a break, probably then a retest. After a retest, then I take my entries. So dropping down to 15 minutes kind of gives me clarity with the buying side of gold. So I'm just gonna patiently wait for the market to break this trend line to the upside, come back maybe somewhere around here. Doesn't have to touch right there necessarily, but push up, a retest or a continuation flap whatsoever, then I will only then take buys on gold. This is one of the most volatile paying pairs, so be sure to use proper risk management. Other than that, yeah, this is looking good for a nice buy. Let me add one more pair on this and see if we can make money on it. Alright guys, this is GBP CAD, and with this pair guys, it looks like it's gonna buy simply because we had this huge drop towards the downside, which is the impulse. Probably the market will consolidate just a bit, maybe even break below, because the momentum is just too strong for now though. And yeah, I'm looking to buy this pair probably, let me just say, once it goes here, just about there, that's where I take my entry. That's not really that bad. Should I use lot 0.01, then that simply means I'm gonna lose only just $5, and then with, you know, the profits, I'm only gonna make something like $17. So that's a very much good risk to reward ratio. So that's it from today's video guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, so make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the post notification bell. However, remember, the market breaks down, I'm not going to take any entries. Even now, I'm not going to take any entry until it gets to at least that point, and then from there, that's when I'll be looking to buy. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Other than that, it's been your boy Khaliva signing out. Peace.